Alright, today we're going to be going over the SNT2400 or the new Ego snowblower. This is a more robust snowblower than the other one. It's replacing this Honda here, which you can see. This Honda is actually 30 years old, so this snowblower that I've used to replace it, it's got a lot to live up to. We're replacing it because of this problem down here. The auger is rotted out, and I just don't know if I can rely on it. And the place that I was going to have work on it said they wanted over $1,100 just for the part, and then of course there was, you know, labor and all that. So we've put quite a bit of money into this, and it's just not making any sense. So I'm going to fix it at a later date myself if I can get a part from another or different unit, and I'll make a how-to video on that. But this, you can see it has a smaller auger here, so I'm going to be contending with that. It's something I'm not going to be used to. But let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. So your Ego snowblower is going to arrive in a box much like this. It's going to have a pallet. That's if you get it shipped, or you're just going to grab it from your local store. The unboxing, it shows the top of the box was actually already opened, and immediately I saw the new charger, which was made to charge 2 batteries. We can see that here. And then of course the rest of it is just disassembled. Everything was really easy to assemble, and you'll see that here in a second. But I do have to tear the box down, and I do assemble it while it's in the box, and then of course I get a hold of the batteries. So we'll show you that in the next step. Now typically I do like to do an unboxing, assembly, use of the product, and review, but we're still in August, and of course I'm not going to get any snow anytime soon. So for today, it's just the unboxing, assembly, and show of what this thing actually looks like in person. Alright, this part here, this is the part that shoots the snow out to the side, and this was pretty easy to install. There's going to be a square bracket that you're going to just slide over the 2 pieces, and there's a bolt which you'll be able to hand tighten. There's one side's square, so it does go into a square hole, and then as you tighten it up, it's not going to turn on you. So pretty decent there, pretty easy to put together. And we're just going to take the bolts and fasteners out here again, just so we can get everything in really easily. And this this is pretty straightforward here. Now there's going to be some bolt holes that you're going to need to line up to set your preferred height, and that'll be you know, all down to preference, but it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use, and pretty easy to get together. Once you have one bolt in, it's pretty easy to get the other ones in without the unit putting too much pressure on the existing bolt or falling or anything like that. And here I'm just unboxing the batteries. These are the new batteries with the power meter. I really like the power meter and the newer batteries, and I hope that they last a very long time. They weren't fully charged, so you are going to need to charge them. They had 1 on them. If you're not going to be using it right away, I wouldn't charge them right away. I'd actually charge them maybe to about 50% and then let them sit. And of course this is just me charging them up a little bit, just trying to get a little bit of a charge in them so I can back out the snowblower and kind of show you what it can do. So directing the snow is actually going to be pretty easy. I really like this lever. It works very well. And there was one thing I'm going to show you. I didn't really realize what was going on because it just looked like something was wrong with the flap here. It just seemed to be very loose. So I wasn't sure what to do with it at first. So here I'm trying to figure out why it's so loose and why it's doing what it's doing, and I didn't realize that we were actually missing a part that had fallen in the box, and it wasn't in any of the bags, so it must have been attached, and during transit just kind of popped in, or it's not secured very well. It's just a rod that's held in place by a spring and a fork, and it must have just come out. But I'll show you that in the next step. Pay attention to this, because otherwise you're not gonna like how it probably shoots the snow away and is always kind of flopping around. Now I'm trying to do this one-handed, and of course it's going to be a little wobbly, but I'm showing you the pieces that you need here, and I'm just gonna, you know, slide this in place. There's a hole right there, and then you're just gonna push down with a little pressure, and then use the fork end. This is actually that bolt there is like kind of like a rod with a end piece that holds everything in place. So it's really easy to put in, and then of course it works exactly as you want. And of course here we have the battery bay where the 2 batteries will be going. I guess you can run it on one battery, like just you can basically move it around on one battery, but I don't know if you can use the auger or anything else. Now I'm just going to back it out here. This thing is actually really light. I'm a little concerned about heavy snow pushing it around or being a problem for it, but that's what I'll hang on to the Honda for, because up in New Hampshire we do have really heavy snow that can be quite a problem even for the Honda. So that means slow going removal even for this. So you might want to buy a couple more batteries just in case. Alright, so that was the unboxing and assembly of the new SNT2400 Ego snowblower. I've gotten some feedback that I should try to be a little bit more brief, so hopefully this video was short and to the point. I'm Joel with Dissecting DIY. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what you think.